Yeah, hi there. And these comments, let me take a look here. What do we got? Okay, Amanda. So how are you doing? And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you completed a pronunciation pretest. I think you're focusing right now on vowel and consonant sounds. And I'm going to go ahead and listen to your response. I might stop every now and then to give you some comments on the different things that you're working on. So you're working on improving your vowel and consonant sounds of American English, right? So here we go.
Bought, boat, wrong, row, honor, over, father, thought, bet, bought, met.
Now, that last word is though. It's though. So you have father, though.
Drop, deck, dock, and on,
Okay.
Mac, mock, bright, brown, broil, lie, loud, loyal, die, bound.
Okay, be careful of the P. Now, this is not what you're practicing in this particular lesson, but the P needs more air. Pie, pound. You're saying buy, bound. So you're not pronouncing that P with enough air, so you have to be careful about that. Now, one thing I like is with the BR consonant cluster, you're not saying bright or brown, but you're saying bright, brown. So you are pronouncing that correctly. Just be careful about your P.
Gate, get, late, let, mate, met, blade, bleed, dane, dan.
Now in that third pair of words, you have blade, bled. Blade, bled.
Meat, meat, beat, bit.
No, this sound is killing you. This is lesson number 11. You need to pronounce these two sounds different. You have the long vowel, you have the shorter vowel. So you have meat, mit, peat, pit, leap, lip, seat, sit, heat, hit. So you're not clearly pronouncing the long E versus the short E vowel sound.
Leap, lip, seat, sit, heat, hit.
No, this is very, very hard for you. This sound you have to really work on. So go to Speak Clearly Lesson 11 and keep focusing on that sound. I even recommend that you maybe use a mirror, or you can record yourself using your camera, kind of like I'm doing right now. You should record yourself, kind of pay attention. Remember, seat, sit, heat, hit, meat, mit.
Look, look, took, tool, coat, crawl.
So that third you have tool, tough, tough. You had trouble with that word, tough.
Match, mesh.
Now, one thing you can do also, if you want, if you go to the pronunciation part of my course, you know in the beginning of each video, I will read pairs of words. Why don't you practice playing the video and then practice writing down without looking at the video? You can practice writing down the words you hear and you can check your spelling. So you're trying to get used to what's called the sound spelling pattern. So you get more used to looking at words and understanding how to pronounce them when you see them. For example, the TOUGH is more of an F consonant sound. For example, in the word tough, tough. Kind of similar to laugh, laugh.
Cheap, sheep. Feature, fisher. Chafed, shaft. Chair, share.
Not bad, but with the double E, it's a E. Cheer, sheer. So you have to E, cheer, cheer.
Off, off.
The first word is off, not of. It's off, of.
Health, hair. Fine, vine.
You're still not with the V. The V, you need to pronounce that with more vibration, especially when it's at the beginning of the word. So compare. You have fan, van, fine, vine. So a little bit more vine.
Van, van. Wafer, waver. How.
So I still think you need to work a little bit more on that V consonant sound, especially when it's at the beginning of a word. That's going to help your intelligibility. And it's important on the TOEFL speaking section. You want to try to speak as clearly as you can so there's no listener effort needed on the part of the IBT human raters who evaluate your speaking tasks.
Habit, who, rehash. Behavior, hate, Batman, beaten, important, brightening, heartbreak, pregnant, major.
This is a little bit hard. It's the glottal stop. Let's practice them a little bit more, starting with Batman, Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened, threatened. So even if you don't want to pronounce that, you can just say the T if you want. I just want you to be aware that native speakers do use the glottal stop in American culture a lot. So if you want to say bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, and threatened, you can say it and people understand you. But that's not how we actually pronounce it here. So I'm just making you aware of that.
Measure, fragile, frazier, legend, lesion.
That's a little bit hard. E, lesion, lesion.
Engine, azure, large, Asia.
Okay, I think you're 90% there on that measure, Fraser, lesion, Azure, Asia. You're almost there. I still think you need a little bit more practice to get more comfortable with that sound.
Cake, keg, sink, sack, game, gain, cap, gap, lake, leg.
Now the other thing you have to be careful about, the G and the B, these are voice consonants, Amanda. When you put them at the end of the word, the vowel sound before is longer. So then you'll say lake, lag, cake, keg. You see what I'm saying? If I say lap, lab. So the B is going to make the vowel longer because the B is a voice consonant. The P will make it shorter, and the G is going to make it longer. So be careful about the voice consonants at the end of the words because they do have an effect on how long or short the vowel sound may be before that sound.
Rear, better, luggage, huggage, uter,
No, it's rugged. Rugged.
right, light, committed,
I think overall the R and the L sound, you don't have a lot of major problems. I think you're getting there.
base, flap, flab,
Again, you have flap, flab. So the vowel sound in the second word's longer because the word ends in a B, a voice consonant.
cap, cab,
So it's cap, cab,
lap, lab,
lap, lab.
pay, pay,
I still think you need to work on that. Lesson number 19.
life, lies,
No, it's lies. The S there is going to be pronounced as a Z. It comes after a vowel sound.
zip, zip,
Zip.
zoo, zoo, maze, maze, Elisa, Elisa,
Yeah, I'm going to say you still need practice on the Z. I think the Z consonant sound, whether it's in the beginning or at the end of the word, you still need a little more practice with that sound. Lies, zip, zoo, maze, Eliza. So you still need to work on that.
multiple, Robert, example, pressure,
Okay,
principle, number, people, philosopher,
good, not bad.
volcanism, writing,
But it's more written, written.
maximum, question, summer, reason, chasm, often, tip, dip, card, card, tight, tide, train,
I want you to work on that T a little bit more. The main thing is, kind of like the P sound, you want to make sure you get a little bit more air out when you say it. Tip, cart, tight, tide.
train, fat, fad, teen, dream, tight, thigh,
The first word is thigh, thigh, and then it's thy. So we're talking about the interdental consonant. We're looking at it either from a voiceless or a voice perspective. So if I say thigh, there's no vibration here in the vocal folds in my throat when I say it. Thigh. Now if I say thy, there is vibration here in the vocal folds. So that's kind of the difference there.
breathe, breathe,
No, it's breath, breathe.
teeth, teeth,
You having trouble? Teeth, teeth.
through, thought,
No, it's through, though. Through, though.
word, worthy.
It's
I have finished.
It's worth, worthy. Okay, now you are talking a little bit. Let's see what you have here.
Breathe. Year at Mackenzie. Thought. Word. Worthy.
Hold on, the lights turned out of our room. Hold on a second. Be right back. Bingo, here we go. Okay, let's listen to your next part of it.
I have finished high school last year at Mackenzie.
It isn't I have finished high school last year. You can't do that. You're talking about an event that has a beginning and end in the past. You want to say last year I finished high school. You don't want to use the present perfect in that case. Now, if you want to go to Google, here's some key words. What is the difference between the present perfect and the simple past? You need to understand more about that because that's a language use issue.
And I am starting university this year at the University of Brasilia.
Okay.
And I have never worked. It is important to me to improve my speaking
Okay.
and pronunciation abilities because I want to study outside the country.
When you say the word, it's not abilities, but it's abilities. Abilities. I want to improve my English abilities.
In the future, and I hope to achieve a good score in the TOEFL test.
Okay. And I'm sure that you will. Okay, so what do we got here? I just listened to your pre-test. Here are some lessons. I think you've already posted this before, right? But here are some lessons I think you have not mastered yet. You might want to write these down. You ready? Lesson number 10, 11, 14, 16, 19, 20, and also lesson number 23. All right, so here's some of my suggestions too. In order to really improve your intelligibility of English, you need a lot of exposure to the language. Anybody's going to tell you that. So find opportunities right now, Amanda. I want you to watch a lot of TV right now. You can watch movies, news, documentary history, science programs. All of this is going to be good. In addition, listen to music. You can find some music you might like from the United States or Britain or whatever, and practice listening to the music. That can also help you get used to the pronunciation of American English. So I think that's something else I'd like you to do. So those are some things I think you can do right now. So in addition to reviewing the lessons, follow some of my tips in this video to continue to improve your pronunciation of American English. All right, now anybody at YouTube right now, if any of you guys are watching me, if any of you guys have some ideas, what can Amanda do? What are some things that you think will help her improve her pronunciation of American English? You can actually post your helpful tips below this video. All right? Okay, thank you.